Coming to perform for you now, Miss Sunni Patterson.
Peace and life, family. How is everybody? In honor of our ancestors. Great ancestors, you are breath. You are bridge. You carry us over tumultuous time. You who can hear and answer with quick remedy, you are ready before we ask. You who can speak through tongues of trees and fire and water, this earth cannot hold you. We pound the ground and you appear, O ancient ones. You who can make lightning strike with the flick of a skirt. You who can make tornado turn with the spin and span of hips, take us there, to the place of knowing, to the hall that leads to the doorway of you, O holy ones. You of the first light. You who know the potential of possibility pulsing in the dark, deliver us unto our gifts. You who have sunlight in your fingertips, oh touch our drums, make us hear the rising, make us move a steady stump, a choir of voices so majestic, heaven hides us in a tapestry of light, oh we are stars, blankets of wonder, sky bright eyes, seeing the invisible, visible. You who have returned, you have turned our faces so that we see ourselves, and we have found you again in places we would have never imagined. You make our limits infinitely long, our visions clearer with eyes closed, and even there you still stand in full color, vibrant and eager to serve. Now they come coffled and cuffed, feet heavy with uncertainty. You can hear them breathing from miles away, shallow and short. Tethered souls don't know how to breathe deep, and auction blocks do not lend to comfortability. Naked and frigid, tar baby smooth like skin, lathered up real good to conceal any wounds. Now, you know massa like I'm free from disease, or at least appear to be quiet. You know massa like I'm silent, and blocks do not lend to protest or chatter. Chattel have no say. Just smile big. Show them pearly teeth, stretch, long, push, pull, parade, grope, fold over, wide open. Let us see from behind how much you are worth, how well you can work, how familiar, ancient, and new. New is new niggas for sale, fresh cargo. It's new niggas for sale, a lively stock. Don't you see them? Can't you hear it in the whistle of the wind, in the howl of the breeze, in the pour of the rain? Can you taste it? Sugar cane sweet, indigo rich, rum like intoxicating. There is something about suffering that makes men mad and makes others money. Something about others doing your dirty work that somehow seem to keep your hands clean and your conscience clear. Clever. Can't you smell it? Oh, it's in the seasoning. Something that makes them more tender, much more palatable, more suitable for enslavement. There is something in the breaking of a spirit that makes a better slave. Can't you feel it in the thickness of injustice, in the gaze of despair, the click clank of cuff? They come coffled off the good ship Jesus. It's the longest trip for the Africans, where rich men play with the lives of humans every day. Oh yes, there is something. There is something about suffering that makes men mad and makes others rebel. A hunting we will go. A hunting we will go. Hi-ho the derry-o. A hunting we will go. While the pigs they take your parts. Bah, bah, bah. The pigs they take your parts. Hi-ho the derry-o, the pigs they take your parts. While the rats they take the cheese. The rats they take the cheese. Hi-ho the derry-o, the rats they take the cheese. While the women they all wail. The women they all wail. Hi-ho the derry-o, the women they all wail. While the grave it eats her child. The grave it eats her child. Hi-ho the derry-o, the grave it eats her child. While the sheep are in the streets. All the sheep are in the streets. Hi-ho the derry-o, The sheep are in the streets, while the pigs still take your parts. Bah, bah, bah. The pigs still take your parts. Hi ho the dairy-o, the pigs still take your parts. Now, how many more examples of destruction will it take for us to lift this veil of ignorance that drapes our faces? We place hands over ears, eyes closed, mark mute, walk dead, have to, because they shoot before we speak. But when you know the truth of what they do to those who refuse to believe in the lies they feed, now, it's either we would crawl and give in feeling helpless under the pressure, or we would remember. We would remember how to walk like warriors, how our feet are on the shoulders of giants, how we've conquered chaos before. We've compromised our divinity far too long, and all at the hands of an oppressive entity that deliberately aims to kill, and still they will use poison and steel or cotton and fields, take trillions of dollars, pollute all the water, destroy everything from Phoenix to Florida, then still find time to pimp your daughter or sodomize your son, turn two parents into one, and one is never enough in this world of too much. Oh, here is a classic equation. Divide up a family, multiply mommy's movements, because daddy done move when no responsibility can ever find him. Add in depression and bitterness. Subtract the encouragement. Then you watch the percentages fill up the prisons. You see, we are master mathematicians, exponents of confusion. We be choosing death as if there are no other options, left or right, up or down, shiftless vagabonds roaming around, searching for something safe, seeking, never finding or recognizing the space inside, that soft, quiet sound that doesn't compete with the crowd of voices or the violent volume. And here is the value of you. So now this is like a vowel. It's standing in the midst of clanging consonants. It's constant. It's a kind reminder of the connection of us when so often we have been picked apart, separated, and sorted as casual as laundry. After all, they say we should never mix the colors and the whites, right? Okay, well, now. Now, on the other hand, there was a time, right? There was a time when Mr. always preferred Mammy over the Missus. Forced crinkled fingers in crevices too sacred to mention. And though this has happened time and time again now, she still flinches at the scent and sight. But this time, right? Oh, this time, she placed something inside where by twilight on the third night of the fourth week, he would be gone. See, I'm in the right room to talk about this kind of thing. She placed something inside where by twilight on the third night of the fourth week, he would be gone, and no one would miss him, not even his children. Herein is the power of the medicine men. It's the gree of the conjure women, them who make charms that ward off harm, them fighters forming freedom around their feet so that wherever they walk, their souls would know that liberation lives wherever they go, and wherever they go, the Spirit of God is them who see the pattern of God in the stars, whether that be in the sky or in your eyes, them light-bodied beings speaking love in an atmosphere filled with fear. Oh, here they come, lips laced with prayer, bearing gifts given by the great one who gives the best gifts. They lift their hands in gratitude, bidding us to rise. They call us to our higher selves. They remind us we can fly or just feel what it's like to live with no holds, no halves, just whole, because Lord knows it only takes one reason for the biggest believer to become the most unfaithful. But ain't that how the world go? Create a slither of doubt, and then soon it turns out to be this mountain of madness. So this is hell in a handbasket. It's bastard children playing hide and seek between dilapidated buildings and shards of concrete. There are no playgrounds in these towns, no jungle gyms for them, no green space dedicated for relaxation or shelter when the sky rains bombs or the breeze blows bullets or the earth can't stop her shake. Take a moment. Let us reflect on this mess we have made. We have rejected nature's voice, all in search of material gain, donning the rags of the disastrously insane. My God, not this again. Not the different name, same situation again. Not the declare war, all in the name of peace again and again and again and again and again and again. But then again, my God, thanks be to God, there are them who can rouse us from our drowsiness, who save us from our haphazardness, who assist in realigning our energies with heavenly elements. And there are skeptics who will bark, oh, now there she go with that dreamer talk, as if every masterpiece didn't first start from just a thought. If only we could see through the eyes of our hearts and go straight to the matter, eliminate the rhetoric, strip everything down to its natural essence, and it is there we will find the answer, the greatest, the only example, and by far the most revolutionary weapon we all have, and that, dear family, is love. Peace and life, fam.